Hello, Sourcefed. How you doing? So, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Not exactly one of my favorite movies. Don't love it, don't hate it, do enjoy it. It is a good watch. It is a good movie to... it's a good time capsule of its time, in that it's a good contribution to the teen comedy, the high school motivated comedy, the high school characters played by 20-something actors and actresses, always getting the better of the grown-ups, always outsmarting the grown-ups. It's a good film in that regard. And that's why I say it's a time capsule. It's really cool to watch this film and then compare it to films like it in that same genre that are being filmed today. Films like, I think Project X was one, or there's another one coming out called 21 and Over. The point being, the reigning theme with movies like this is how much trouble can the teenagers get into and get out of. Superbad had a very similar theme. These kids go to this wild party, and how are they going to get out of it because the cops raid it and such. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is very similar in that he deliberately takes a day off, he deliberately skips school, and how's he going to get away with it? Because he does get away with a lot in this movie. That's the really brilliant part of this story, is how the story builds. It's one crazy fucking thing after another, isn't it? Of more crazy stuff that he pulls off. He just pulls off one crazy stunt after another. And maybe the funniest part in the film is when somebody gets the better of him in the parking lot attendants when they basically steal the car because it's just too good to not steal. And watching them joyride in that car with the Star Wars theme playing in the background, that's just one of the funniest moments in this entire film. Now, that all said, it is a good mix of drama, too. Because Cameron, the character of Cameron, played by Alan Ruck, has that wonderful monologue at the end about, I gotta take a stand, I can't let my dad bully me around anymore, I can't always be afraid of my dad, my relationship with my dad is not gonna work if it's always based on fear. And it's cool seeing that character come to that revelation. While as Ferris himself doesn't have any kind of revelation, it's all about how much can he get away with. Ferris doesn't have a life-changing moment in this whole movie. It more or less, he just has those moments of, see, I got away with it. Ha-ha, I got away with it. See, the chicks still love me. See, and then maybe the best moment for him is at the end when his sister winks at him, and she realizes, it's better to be allies with him than enemies, and maybe they'll have an alliance in later years to come. It is one of those movies where you wonder back and you think, what did happen to those characters? I put Ferris Bueller's Day Off as one of the essential teen films of the 80s. I put it right up there next to The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is really like defining a generation there. That movie pretty much defined what teens were going through in the 80s, but I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off did so in a very similar degree. Just in a much more lighthearted way, in that it's all about what can he get away with, and so you wonder what kind of adult will he grow up to be, and at the same time, it also deals with the struggles that teens were going through at the time as well, It has a good mix of comedy, good mix of drama, has a lot of great close calls of, is he going to get caught? He's like 5 feet away from his dad when he's hailing a cab. You wonder if the dad just turns around, he's going to get caught. That's a great moment in the film. So it's great moments like that of, how much can this lovable rogue get away with? And in those regards, there's just a lot to enjoy about this film. However, it's just, I was never much into, teen comedy or teen drama, But I did enjoy this film when it came out. I've always had fun watching this film. It's a good bit of nostalgia for me. It reminds me of what the 80s were like and all. And it's a good, like I said, it's a good time capsule for what films were like back then and what they were made and how they made them, what themes they based them on, how they were filmed. So all in all, I do recommend this film. It's a good watch. It's a good view. It's a lot to enjoy. So keep on recommending good movies. See you next time on Sourcefed Movie Club.